Alright, my name is Connor Largent, and my project is titled There's Something in the Water, that something being mercury. And as someone who loves both seafood and the ocean, there being mercury present in the water is kind of concerning to me. So how does mercury get into the water? I'm glad you asked. Mercury is a byproduct of industrial activity, so any industrial activity along the coast will actually dump mercury directly into the ocean. And even industrial activity off the coast mercury will leach into the soil, and from there it'll get to the ocean. However, this mercury isn't toxic, but once it gets into the ocean, bacteria in the ocean consume it and create a byproduct called methylmercury, which is a potent neurotoxin. So, because I can't test the water from all these different locations, I had to test fish out of the water, which absorb the mercury, and then as they eat other fish, they get even more and more mercury. So to do this, I used a solution of 2-phenylhydrazide and rubbing alcohol, which turns orange in the presence of mercury. And how long it takes to turn orange determines how much mercury, so the longer it takes, the less mercury there is in the fish. So these are my results. I had 4 expected results and 3 unexpected results. My 4 expected results were that mahi-mahi caught in Taiwan took the longest, so there was the least mercury. That's because there's not very much industrial activity in Taiwan. Most of their economics is based on tourism. The swordfish from Ecuador was second. Swordfish is one of the most common things to talk about when you talk about mercury. You're supposed to avoid it if you're pregnant or if you're under a certain age. You're not supposed to eat it because there's so much mercury in it. And then the ahi tuna and the sea bass from Chile were just kind of mid-range, not really anything significant. The unexpected results were snapper from Indonesia was not the highest. I suspected that it would be because there's known to be a lot of pollution in the water from Indonesia, both industrial and otherwise. And then mako shark off the Atlantic coast was another one that I actually expected to be worse than it was because the Atlantic coast is another place that has a lot of industrial activity on it. And the most unexpected result for me was that halibut from the US, more specifically Alaska, was actually the worst for mercury, which I was not expecting because you don't think of Alaska as really being an industrial hub. So I guess further research needs to be done into why there's such an issue there. But the reason I did this project was both as a way of keeping myself safe from mercury poisoning and because I think other people deserve to know that this is an issue, and maybe to avoid certain fish is both a way to keep yourself safe and to protest this issue that the oceans are literally being poisoned every day. Thank you.